Goku, Roshi, and Krillin have finally been made into a card, and man, are they good. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a break for the 9th anniversary and taking a look over on the JP side of things. That's right, the next Dokkan Festival exclusive has been announced post Tanabata celebration. These guys will be dropping in the tail end of this month as we enter the month of August, and it's hard to say when this will come for global. We'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video, but nonetheless, we have all the details for these guys here, so we're going to take a look at their animations, their kits, and give kind of our initial impressions. So let's go ahead. First things first, let's hop into the animations here. So we're going to pause the music. You're going to do whatever you got to do. If you got to turn down your headphones, give them a good old adjustment. We're going to play the video here in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that is the banner unit Bulma, by the way. Oh, dude. Yeah, I love the entrance animation. It looks really good for a Dokkan Fest TUR. Oh, he does the turtle school thing. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so that's his unit super. He has a couple unit supers. So that's his unit super with Goku and Krillin. Okay, he has a yes. Oh, the max power Kamehameha. And that's its unit super with, wow. Alright, that is awesome. So he has a unit super with Goku, Krillin, and Bulma, it looks like. So that's pretty awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's jump in and let's take a look at their details, right? So we do have the STR Master Roshi, and then we do have an AGL support unit Bulma, and we'll kind of talk about what each of them do. So starting with Master Roshi, right? So surprisingly, he leads Peppy Gals for key 3 HP attack and defense 200%. So that's really interesting. They gave him just a flat 200%, but I suppose it makes sense. Peppy Gals is overdue for a 200% lead. I mean, I don't think they actually have a full 200, right? Or at least one that covers all Peppy Gal's units, right? Say that I think the only other one we have only covers like half of them, due to, like, you know, universal survival saga restrictions or whatnot. So I mean, we have a full 200% lead for Peppy Gals here. We do have or no, I'm sorry. Let me back up. The other Peppy Gals lead is Android 21, which of course, you know, hers wouldn't cover every single one due to her secondary leader skill. Now, he does have a secondary 170, and that is for Turtle School and DB Saga. Key 3 HP attack and defense 170%. Is an additional HP attack and defense 30% to Bond Master and Disciple and Kamehameha ally. So, I mean, it's a bit restrictive for leader skill, but I mean, still giving. I mean, for Kamehameha, it's going to cover most Goku, you know, DB Saga Gokus, which, you know, if we get any more in the near future, they're going to be covered. DB Saga Krillins, Bond Master and Disciple would also cover them. Turtle School, Bond Master and Disciple also covers several blue Gokus as well. So, I mean, it works. I mean, most Gokus, especially the top tier Gokus right now that would be on Turtle School, are actually, you know, they will be fine on a 170, even though, I mean, they would have Kamehameha, right? So, I mean, it works, right? It's gonna be interesting to see how he works with the rest of this. So, on his regular 12 key, he raises attack and defense for the turn, causing immense damage to the enemy. So, he has a couple different unit super attacks. His first unit super attack is activated when you have a Goku youth or Krillin youth attacking in the same turn, and this will stack his attack, right, and greatly raise his defense for the turn. So he is an attack stacker as long as you have the conditions of a Goku or a Krillin attacking in the same turn. While also having a 50% chance to stun. His second unit super, as we saw, is when there's an ally who includes Bulma attacking in the same turn. And once again, same thing, stacks attack, greatly raises defense for the turn, and a great chance to stun. So the stacking is the same, but now you're just adjusting your chances to stun. So honestly, not that bad. I'm always fond of attack stackers, so that means, right, in longer events, as long as he's got the defense to hold it up, or at least supported via the rest of the team, he'll end up being able to put out some numbers. But let's kind of take a look here at the rest of his passive. So passive has an entrance animation that appears once only, reduces damage received by 7% for 7 turns by 30%. So pretty good. He has attack defense 150%. He has an additional key 3 and damage reduction 20%. So that's for 7 turns, 50% damage reduction. That's pretty good. And then, of course, he's got, where are we? He has an additional attack and defense 150% when performing a super attack, and launches an additional super attack when there are 2 or more Turtle School allies on the team. Other than this character, it's, again, Turtle School, not difficult to fulfill. Like, you could literally, this is JP, so literally run Tech UI and AGL UI at 2 top tier units in the game, and you've got that covered. So that's a non-issue there. There's plenty of good recent Turtle School allies that can fulfill that condition. And then he also gets an additional attack defense 82% for each Peppy Gals attacking in the same turn. So you could have 1 rotation of him and 2 floating Peppy Gals. That's not that bad, right? You consider that you have LR Bulma, right? And you have, this new AGL Bulma, who, well, I don't have the full translations here from what I've seen from posts on Twitter so far. She seems to be she seems to have 80% dodge and a supporting, right? So add that to his own support, you're talking about, I think the condition's not that hard to fulfill, right? And you're only losing 82%. Consider that would be made up by the next attacking turn. So it's like, I mean, it is a loss, but it's not that big of a loss, considering he is stacking attack with that Peppy Gal, especially Bulma attacking on the turn with him. He also gets an additional 82% and high chance for a critical hit when there's an ally who includes Bulma in the same turn. Yeah, so you're going to be wanting to keep him and Bulma together. He also supports Peppy Gals and Turtle School, excluding Self for key to attack and defense 50%. So not that bad. His active skill can be activated 70% or less after 3 turns from the start of battle, or after 5 turns, and it recovers HP by 50%, giving allies key 3 and attack and defense 30% for the turn. So, I mean, he's doing a lot. Really good. He seems like a pretty decent supporting unit. Now, to me, looking at this, like looking at that leader skill, he seems like a unit that you actually don't want leading things, right? Unless you're intentionally running a bunch of Peppy Gals, right? I could definitely see maybe in the near future us getting a new, right? Like if there's a worldwide or a New Year celebration that focuses around, right, DB Saga, I can definitely see him having a better home there. But that's not to say his lead is bad, as I said, right? With the Peppy Gals lead, the Turtle School, and the DB Saga, you can easily create a team that fulfills both of his conditions with some really powerful characters, and it'd be a non-issue, while him also simultaneously offering 50% support. So I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I can't wait to see him in game, right? I'm already seeing a lot of people say that he sucks, and I don't really get that, especially because, again, we haven't had a chance to test him in game, but on paper, there's a lot going on here, but I don't think any of it makes him bad. Now, in terms of what this means coming forward, right? Well, again, we know we have this AGL Bulma Peppy Gal coming in, but this is the August DFE, which means we will be getting not Peppy Gal's Easy A, which I believe this year should be Margarita and Kiawe. I think that should be this year, although I think Margarita doesn't lead Peppy Gal's, does she? Oh, she's not on Peppy Gal's, actually. She'll still Easy A because she released on a Peppy Gal's banner. But yeah, it should be AGL Margarita and Kiawe right here. They should be the Easy A's this year. And then there will probably be a Dokkan Fest or an LR Easy A. I don't think there are any more LRs that could Easy A, right? It's still too soon for these two, so the only likely candidate is probably STR Videl. And in normal circumstances, I would say probably not her. It's, however, Super Vegeta, who released right after she did, has already Easy A'd. So there is a non-zero chance that she is the Easy A for this celebration with Roshi. If not, then maybe somebody on DB Saga, but I don't think there are many choices, right? These guys might get their free-to-play Easy A. We might see the Krillin get his Easy A, but again, these are all free-to-play characters. I don't think, yeah, outside of Path to Power Goku, there's no summonable Easy A's that could come out of this. So, yeah, I don't think that that's going to be the case. Although, if there is a world tournament during August, this dude is up for his Easy A. So actually, you know what? It totally makes sense that this is the release of Roshi now if JP's getting a world tournament, because he should be the next Easy A. Otherwise, Turtle School, I mean, this could literally be anybody, because Turtle School is basically all Gokus. So, I mean, looking here, are there any possible LRs? I don't think we're quite here yet. Obviously, this is going to be matching a WWC. Yeah, so I don't think there's any Gokus on here that could fit. Maybe this Goku, right? Get his free-to-play Easy A. Although I think that could come along with the sync, right? To celebrate, since he was like the version C unit. He could release with an Easy A during the sync, maybe. Otherwise, yeah, that's tough. I mean, there's so many options. Let's see, looking at Fizz here. GT Goku, although he would probably Easy A with the Vegeta, so that's probably out. Yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe not. Still too soon for Yamcha. Yeah, looking at the list here, you know what? Yeah, Videl's probably the most likely candidate, right? Turtle School, there wasn't really anybody released those years that could fit this condition for Roshi. So, yeah, more than likely, STR Videl is going to be our choice for top Easy A during this celebration. And that's not all, right? Along with this, we have the announcement of a new challenge event for Peppy Gals. Seems to be a high difficulty event, or so it says here, which means it could be I mean, it's possible it could be on the level of Red Zone. It would be nice if it is, right? Just more variety for Red Zone content. But it's also possible it's probably near the level of that Android 21 or the Legendary Frieza event. So hard to say. We won't know till it drops, or at least till we get the data that would show their stats. But I mean, I hope it's a difficult event, but that remains to be seen. Hopefully we find out soon. So guys, that is it for the video, right? That is the details for the STR Master Roshi with a unit super with Goku and Krillin and Bulma. Love it. It's really good. They got a lot of potential. I can't wait to test them out in game. Now they are the mid August DFE on JP. Global is going to be a hard slot to finish in because we already know Global is getting Topo next, but Topo doesn't have a celebration, so there's a non-zero chance Global could see these guys combined with Topo, right, leading into Worldwide Download Celebration. Hard to say, but we do know that in October, all future releases will be simultaneous. So whatever the October DFE is for JP will also be the DFE for August. So this guy's going to have to slot in somewhere. We'll see how they play this out in the coming weeks. Hard to say when it's going to happen, but guys, that's it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what do you think of Roshi, Goku, and Krillin here? We've always wanted the Turtle School Way unit, and we finally got it. Although we always assumed it would be an LR, at least it's here finally. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.